Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kids Art Tour. We are still getting set up. Shock. And yeah, there we go. We got to get ourselves all set. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to pull in some screens
We're
for
just floating.
presenting. Are we floating? I'm going to put in some slides. Some slides. Temp. Down one. Okay, and we're going to take that off for now. We are going to do some Christmas stuff today. Hey, here. And yes, I have to think through what I'm presenting. And where is it? Because I'm doing things differently today. And I may continue to do them differently. And this, which you will see for a second. Remove. Oh, I can't do. Okay. Oh, well. All right. I'm going to have to undo that later. Welcome to Kids Art Tour. I hope you are having a wonderful day and getting ready for the weekend. Stop that. So let's get going. If I can, I have to redo what I just did because it messed up. Clicky, 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 clicky. And we are not quite right. Let's see. Oh, okay, we were just a little bit off. Okay, welcome. So sorry. We were not quite ready and my brain was not quite working either. So we're going to do some Christmassy things today. First, I have two little announcements, and here we go. If you're still looking for Christmas gifts for a child in your life, please consider the Monet box. I have 17 left and they're ready to ship. Yeah, I can take them to the post office ASAP. Once you order them, it is a $30 value for 20 doll hairs. And you're going to get an education on the water lily paintings by Monet. We'll talk about Impressionism. We'll talk about Impressionist music. We'll talk about hanging an exhibit. You'll learn about master copies, and you will create that museum there that you see, the little craft. There are lesson videos and activity pages, so there's just lots of things in this box for you to enjoy. Hey, Demi and Danica, welcome. Now, if any of you who are watching had this box, let us know how you enjoyed it in the comments, and let other people know how you enjoyed it. I know you girls did. And that brings me to my next little announcement. Let's see. Okay, totally messed up here. You can help us grow for free. Just a little reminder, liking the video that you're watching right now and commenting on it tells Facebook that you like it and that maybe other people would like it. And then it starts to show it to other people. There's an algorithm and there's maths involved that I don't understand. But the more that there is interaction on all of our posts and videos, the more Facebook will make sure other people be able to see it. If you ever, like, you're friends with somebody and you haven't seen their post in a long time, it's a Facebook algorithm. They need to know that you want to see that person by your interaction with them or looking them up. So that helps us a ton because then it will just kind of like flow. Thank you for that like. They like us. So yeah, if you watch anything from us and you feel so led, go ahead and hit the like button. I feel like a YouTuber.
Same with comments.
Like and subscribe.
And comment.
Yeah, comments really help. Okay, that's it for announcements. Let's get into our artwork today. We're doing Christmas art for live art tours right now. And today we're looking at a Canadian artist, which I know some of our viewers are from Canada. Canada. His name is Frederick Simpson Coburn, and he was born in 1871 in Upper Melbourne, Quebec. Quebec. I don't think it's Quebec.
I think it's
pretty
Quebec.
sure no.
I think it's Quebec.
I think you're wrong.
I think it's Quebec.
Where is Upper Melbourne, Quebec? There it is. So we are in New York. We are living right here.
I've been in Quebec.
Yep. We've gone to the Niagara Falls, which I think is somewhere around here. And you've been to Quebec?
Yeah, we went up to Maine and then
Oh, okay.
into Montreal.
Very cool. So that's where he was born. Just over the border.
Not me. The other person.
No, not
the
Landon.
person we're talking about.
Very near to Montreal. Canadian. Oh my goodness. Maybe, Landon, would you like to lead today's live art tour?
Canada.
You'll probably do a much better job.
Wait, no. Do it again. Canadian.
Sound it out. Use your words.
But
Yay.
that if you get rid of the N. Canadian.
All right. I'm going to take you down. Yes, and you girls always comment, and it's very, very helpful. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. I don't think I said also that he's also known as F.S. Coburn. That makes his name nice and short. We could just call him Coburn today. He's known for his wintry scenes, and they were on Christmas cards and calendars. So he was already kind of painting wintry things. But the reason that we're looking at him today is because he illustrated A Christmas Carol in the 1900s. So buckle up! So for this, I'm going to have to switch what I'm presenting. So just give me a second. Hello there again. I can't have both. Yes, it's been done. I don't know how many times, A Christmas Carol. Oh, let's talk about the Christmas Carol. Landon, what do you know about the Christmas Carol while I get this set up?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Well, that's really bad. Really sad.
Bad.
There we go. That's what I need. So we're going to look at his book. I'm going to flip over here and make sure that it is. Yes, you can see that. Okay, so I put this link in the description of the event, and I can make sure that it's like actually showing. Oh, and you can see my thingy there. So I'll make sure it's actually showing on the post later. But you can look this up, and it's the entire book that he illustrated. So A Christmas Carol. So just in case you need a reminder, right? Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge is like this terrible person, and he's very grumpy. And then you're okay. And then we find out he's grumpy because he didn't take care of his past hurts. Hurt people who don't take care of their hurt other people. So there's your therapy session for you. Scrooge just had a lot of pain in his life, so it made him into this person that was unkind, unfeeling, unempathetic, and all these things. And he was coming to maybe the end of his life because of the way he was living. And he is visited by 3 spirits, Christmas past, present, and future, to make him look at his life and what he had been through and what he should be thankful for. And it changes his life. Okay, there it is in a nutshell. So here we have the beautiful cover. This was printed in 1900. I think that's really cool how nice that was. So we're going to kind of skim through a little bit. Oh, hold on a second. My mouse thing isn't working. Sometimes it goes out. There we go. I can't scroll. And here are the end pages. I don't know if you remember end pages from when we talked about N.C. Wyeth. That's the paper just inside, and they usually put some kind of prints or something like that, really pretty. I'm going to go back to this view because there's a lot of blank pages for some reason. And this is our first illustration. It looks like a sneak peek that they give you in the book. In the back.
I know what
Let's see if
that
I can
is.
zoom in a little bit. So this is, who is this? Do you remember who
I
that
don't
is?
remember who that is, but I remember who that is. You know what I mean?
You know his name, but you don't.
I don't know his
you
name,
don't.
but I remember. Yeah.
In the story. He was Scrooge's partner, and he lived the life that Scrooge was living currently, and it didn't work out for him very well. Chains and locks and boxes and all kinds of things here that he was dealing with, and he wanted to warn Scrooge, you need to change your life. So look how he's see-through. And so he says you're going to be visited by 3 spirits. And here's Scrooge in his nightcap. The book is very descriptive. I don't know if you've ever tried reading it. It does have that old English wording, but you'll get used to it. It's very descriptive, and basically every movie you've ever seen is kind of the same, and the words are the same just because they just pull from the book, and it's all there. And then we have our title page. I wonder if he did this as well. It looks like I guess kind of a stamp. I wonder at this point, the printing process, what it was like, if they had to carve it out. Oh, look at that, Braille. Oh, it's not Braille. Is it Braille? I see library.
I see library too.
This looks like Braille. No,
Oh, it's not.
it's the year. So this was done in 1900. Oh, I think I've mentioned that before, sorry. And throughout, there's all kinds of little special things here that I assume Coburn illustrated. Oh, yeah, there it is. FFC. These are cool. So you see two different styles of artwork. You see
I see three.
You see three. All right, tell me what you see.
That one right there.
Okay. The line drawing or the pen and ink. All right. What else? Which way should I go?
Go back.
Go up?
Nope. Look, that one.
This one?
Yep.
So how is this different than the other one?
Doesn't
In
look
style.
as much like pen and ink.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the other one. Okay.
Yeah. This one's very different.
And keep going.
Up or down?
Up.
Oh, I can't tell.
I was doing the way you had to scroll.
Oh, really? Okay. What are you wanting me to look at?
Well, if you're going this direction, you're gonna go up.
Okay. Well, it depends on the thing. Okay. What did you want me to look at? Oh, the cover and the end pages. Yep. So I'm seeing this. I don't know what he used to do this. It almost looks like charcoal or pencil. It's very interesting. And then these are line drawings, I believe, like pen and ink line drawings all throughout. Kind of like just nature type things. Kind of interesting. Seeds and plants. I feel like he would be a good, now that I've started my sentence, I don't know how to finish it.
He would be a good
like
Arthur.
A scientific drawing for botany kind of a thing. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. This is like a piece of tissue paper that goes in between this one and this one. So I'm going to click here and then do this. So this is how it would look in the book. So you're reading the book here, and then you have this like thin tissue paper, and I think it's to protect these different style of illustration. So if we go to the next page, oh, it flips it for you. That was cool. So here you see this nice illustration of it looks like Scrooge in his office, and then probably Marley. And then they printed a little blurb from the book. Let me hear another sound from you, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. In other words, I'll fire you. He was a really nice guy. So we're just going to go through, and I'm going to click on these illustrations. Interesting line drawing. And interesting just that there's two different types of art in this book.
I will count 4.
You count 4. Okay. I'm counting this kind of line drawing and then the more
3.
detailed.
4 or 3.
All right. And then this one, oh, I want to see what this says. You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose. Yep. He's asking him off for Christmas. This is helpful. Let me know kind of what's going on. Yeah, this really looks like, it almost looks like it's brushed. Maybe it's a painting. You know what? I think it's a painting.
Well,
black and white painting, because he was a painter too.
Paintings, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. So I assume that's Marley wanting to get off work. Here's another one. This is interesting. Okay, so he's got the candle lit. You can tell where the light's coming from, even in the rest of the illustration. So the light's coming this way, hits his face. The paper hardly has anything on it because it's so bright. Table's very bright. And then his body is blocking the light from the candle. It's a eclipse, and you can see the light there, and then there's some shadow there. It's kind of interesting. Even with pen and ink, you can do that. All right, this one says, darkness is cheap, and Scrooge liked it. That's right. He didn't want to burn his coal, so he didn't light his house. He didn't like candles, and he liked things being cheap. Again, look at this.
He'd sometimes lit candles.
So just one.
Not very often.
Yeah, his whole house, he just left it cold. One source of light. And look how powerful that is. Everything's so dark here. And then that light just takes care of this area right here. I quite like these.
I would not like to be dark in darkness like
No,
that.
I wouldn't either. Here's some holly. These are very nice. Even here you have a sense of light and shadow. The light's coming from this side over here. Shadow is over here. Or maybe it's coming from above because there's shadow as that leaf curls down. The air was filled with phantoms. It's a nice Christmas story. Isn't this a nice story that I... Oh boy. Okay, we're going to move on from that one. Very nicely done. Very creepily done.
Why are there phantoms?
I don't know.
And a Christmas story.
I know. It's when you're creepy Christmas stories. I think this was after he tried to say humbug, but stopped at the first syllable. Let's see. I think this is after the first ghost comes to see him. I'll try to speed this along. Sorry. I'm enjoying this very much. I was bred in this place. I was a boy here. Okay, so he's going to his past. Are you okay?
I'm trying to say humbug.
Oh, a lonely boy was reading near a feeble fire, and I believe that's him as a child.
That is him.
Yep. Just enjoying. It's almost messy. Now, we've talked about Charles Dicken, I believe, and his pen and ink work. It's very different. This is much more loose and kind of messy. Lines are kind of like scribble back and forth. They're not perfect lines. Still very nice. This might be more reminiscent of his other wintry work because he will paint horses. Oh my goodness, nice job. He will draw horses in the woods and in the snow. And then skip some of these. Some of these are really nice. When the clock struck 11, this domestic ball broke up. In other words, everybody went home. I think he's still looking at his past. What idol has displaced you? What vexes thee? Conversation with his past girlfriend that he chose work over. But soon the steeples called good people all to church and chapel. I like this one. This one might be my favorite. I love the clothes. Look at all that brickwork. That was a lot of work. Nicely done. Cobblestone streets, those dresses and hats. Top hats for the men. So Martha hid herself, and in came little Bob and Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. So now he's looking at his current, this is present, and he's watching them have their Christmas. And there's Tiny Tim. And all the kiddos. And she makes her speech. Odious man. Pudding. In half a minute, Mrs. Cratchit entered, flushed, but smiling proudly with the pudding. There's a group of handsome girls, all hooded and fur-booted and all chattering at once. And that gives you what is going on in this one. Their muffs. She was what you would have called provoking, you know, but satisfactory too. Maybe she was annoying. She's annoying. And they played a game in front of
Question
him,
mark?
and then I think they ended up making fun of him. What'd you say, Linda?
Question mark?
Question mark? Right. Oh, okay. Look at her shiny shoe. That caught my eye. Out of all that highlight and on the piano too. Like there's nothing here but dark and then these little highlights, but your brain fills it in. You know that it's piano, and then the leg of the piano has some rings to it and depth to it. Yeah, these are really nice.
I'm tired of diagramming.
Then you can stop.
Sentences,
You can
But
stop.
that's the only thing I have to do in
Oh, yeah.
grammar.
Let's see. I don't know what this is about, but here's another one. And again, another, there must be a candle here. Another, just one source of light. And look how he's done that. And let all this be dark. But this one, I was puzzled by as to why he had it go sideways. I mean, he knows the book's going to be upright. I feel like this is the only one like this, but it's an interesting choice to me. So it's a nice one, but we can't turn the screen sideways. I can't rotate it. Sorry, I'm looking. They don't have a rotate feature. It is nice.
You can tell the squares from the folded up fabric.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I like the flooring. It's in perspective. He knew perspective. And then it just kind of fades out. I like the mirror. Ooh, and the fabric on the chair.
You can tell what you're looking from.
Mm-hmm. I like the clock. A lot of detail in here. And it still has that loose look to it. Oh, this must be after he changed. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him. I'm hopeful. Yeah, it's near the end. I think this is the last one. All right, so here's Scrooge again, being kind and generous. That looks like Tiny Tim. So that is that book. And I have one other thing that I want to show you. So just give me a second.
Wait, we got a ton.
Oh, we have a lot of comments. Thank you. Let's see. Stop screen and am I gonna share a different one?
Your dress.
What am I doing? Yes. Okay. So we go back to this. Now I want to show you. I found a Charles Dickens manuscript.
What's a manuscript?
It means. That's a good question. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. Just what he wrote his story out on, like the first beginnings of this working out this story. No. What are you doing? My goodness. He hovered over the Leave Studio button. So this is Charles Dickens' handwriting and him working out the story. And we're going to go a little closer. And you can see he's scribbled out words. He's made some different marks.
I can't even read that.
No, isn't that interesting? Like that was the handwriting in the day.
I can't even begin to read that.
I'm guessing dipping the pen in the ink.
Really?
Excuse me, I'm getting thirsty.
Wait.
So Lana just left. We're falling apart, ladies and gentlemen. So I thought this was really interesting to see him work out the story and the writing. Can you imagine not having a computer or any kind of keyboard where you can just go delete, delete, delete and change what you have? They had ink and paper. They may have had pencils back then, but I don't know. So this is him working everything out. Very interesting to me. And here's just another page that we can just look at real quick.
Yummy, yum,
Oh,
yum,
beware, we're going to have some crunching. Landon's going to start munching on some things. And here he's listing things out.
T-Rex.
And here's some dialogue. Yeah, it's hard to read. Ask Scrooge. I got that.
Thir-
In
30
life.
38 straws per serving? 100 straws per serving.
Very brief. Replies. Ghost. I can kind of read it if I work really hard. So.
Hawk.
Hark. The blank is drawing near. The time is drawing near. Oh, midnight. The chimes were raging. And the 3, yeah, I can't read it. I'd have to try harder.
Drawing near.
You're right. So this is Charles Dickens' handwriting and his scribbles and working out all the things. I thought that was so interesting to see. Oh, here's another look. Let me look down. And then it got printed that year. It was printed in 1843, and this manuscript is from 1843 also. So I guess he worked on it. And
how do you read that?
finished it in the
How?
year.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I don't know. Well, it's just like if you've never seen cursive before, and then you have to read it, it's hard. But then if you learn cursive, you're fine. They just got used to it. Beautiful handwriting, by the way. Okay, so F.S. Coburn, I hope you enjoyed looking at his illustrations. The artist from Canada.
Canada.
And just a reminder on the announcements. Oh, sorry. Before that, here are your challenges. So I have some suggestions. If you are a writer, try writing a story in pen and something permanent on paper to where you have to like make your corrections on that paper. Like no computers, no devices, and just feel how that's like. Maybe you write and you don't have corrections and you don't make changes. But if you make corrections and changes, you're gonna feel that. You can't just delete. And then my other
Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah, you can't undo. And then my other 2 suggestions for my illustrators is to either illustrate A Christmas Carol, look for that story, or illustrate any Christmas story. Or just like do one illustration. Just read some text of a story and make an illustration. Sounds like it would be short. What, the writing of it? Yeah. Like a couple lines and the end. But it's such a challenge. That sounds perfect.
Why do you have 2 mouths?
I don't know. Very happy. That's a great idea. Okay, so now to announcement reminders. If you need a gift, please consider the Monet Mini Museum box and tell us how you liked yours. And like and share and comment. Help us grow. And that is all for today.
Just put a bunch of random comments.
No,
that have no meaning.
No. Facebook needs like actual ones.
Oh,
somehow I can tell. Like if I respond with pat answers like thanks, and I'm not like really engaging with you, they actually can tell. It can't just be fake. It needs to be real. It's because it turns into an emoji if there's one. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad.
We don't see the emoji here. I'm sure we'll see it on Facebook. We see the colon and the D, the capital D. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for a Christmassy live
Put as
tour.
many comments as you can in that are meaningful.
They're already doing that. You guys do that a lot anyway. So thank you very much for your interaction. I feel like we just had a private viewing. Welcome everyone else who likes to join in. We will see you this time next week for another Christmassy. I haven't looked at the calendar. We're not going to do live art tour like really close to Christmas because I don't think anyone's going to join. And we're all going to be busy. So I'll see when that is and I'll make an announcement on our
Invisible
Facebook page.
veggie straw.
Oh, because it's green?
No, this one is green.
Gray veggie straw. It's very green here. Very gray on the screen.
What? I put it up to my lips and it's green.
Oh, I'm glad you loved it. Yay. I thought it was interesting. Bye. So we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.